are 10 stats, one for each player that can stop heating up. Tiger Woods wins his ho-hum. So go find you some new bucks on Saturday. Hello and welcome to the Cheese Wizard. I'm DJ Gregory. Alright, so the first two games of the 2009 World Series are in the books, and really we haven't learned a whole lot. The series is tied 1-1, and what we thought would be a matchup of two offensive powerhouses has really been decided by two brilliant pitching performances from Cliff Lee and A.J. Burnett. So as we move forward, instead of talking about how these two teams can dominate, I'd like to talk about three places where they could open themselves up for the knockout blow. And the first place would be Cole Hamels, the Philadelphia Phillies starting pitcher for Game 3. Hamels has been up and down all season, and as Rich Doobie, his pitching coach, put it the other night, Hamels is still a young pitcher. He still relies on his fastball and his changeup predominantly, and that has not worked so far this postseason. As was evident in his matchup against Andre Ethier in the NLCS Game 5 against the Dodgers, he threw Ethier curveball, changeup to get to a 1-2 count, and then threw him 6 consecutive fastballs, the last of which Ethier deposited into the right field bleachers for a home run. If Cole Hamels is going to be successful, he needs to work all 3 pitches in any count that he wants. And if he doesn't, and if he can't use that curveball, the Yankees hitters are going to tee off on the fastball and the changeup, and that'll be a problem for the Phillies. As far as the Yankees are concerned, I would be concerned with this anemic offensive performance in the first 2 games. They've only scored 4 runs, 2 of which have come on solo home runs, but most importantly, they've only gotten 6 base runners to second base. That's not good enough, especially in an American League game where they've had 9 offensive weapons in the lineup. Now they move to Citizens Bank Park, to the National League, to Philadelphia, where they'll only get 8 offensive weapons, and then they have to bat the pitcher. If the Yankees can't get more runners on, can't move them over effectively, and can't drive them in better, the Yankees are going to have a problem beating this Philadelphia Phillies team. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about is not the bullpens, because clearly both managers are scared to use their middle relievers. But what I think could be the difference in this series is the crowd at Citizens Bank Park, truthfully. The Yankees crowd was not in the game. There was no energy, there wasn't a lot of excitement, and all the really rabid Yankees fans were either up in the upper decks or at home watching on TV because they've been priced out of Yankees Stadium. That won't be the case in Philadelphia. The real rabid Phillies fans will be behind the dugout, next to the on-deck circle, in the outfield, behind home plate. They'll be waving their white towels, making a lot of noise and creating a lot of energy. This Phillies team feeds off of that energy, and it's a way that they turn 2 runs into 4 runs into 8 runs, and if that happens in 2 of these games at Citizens Bank Park, the Yankees are going to be in for a long, slow, painful ride back to New York. I think it will go back to New York. I think if the Phillies can win 2 out of 3 at Citizens Bank Park, they'll capitalize and take Game 6 in New York and win this thing in 6. Thanks for watching The Cheese Wizard. I'm DJ Gregory.